but it's hurting you, the relationship is hurting you, or maybe you just, things aren't working out and you want to break up. I posted on my community tab recently asking for questions or things that people wanted advice about, and I would dedicate an entire video to it. I got a lot of questions about dating, both in like breaking up, in singleness, and things like that, and so I'm probably going to make a series about that. So if there's any questions that you have about dating, singleness, breakups, anything to do with relationships, drop that in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I wanted to cover this topic first. I don't know why, it really spoke to me. And the question, how do you break up with somebody? So I have my notes in this little notebook here, and I just wanted to say first off, if you are going through this right now, where you are debating breaking up with somebody, or you don't know how to do it and you know that you're gonna do it, I just want to encourage you today, and I am so proud of you, because I know firsthand how hard it is to break up with somebody, especially if you genuinely love them, or maybe you've been together for a while, or anything like that. Even if you haven't been together for a while, sometimes it can be really, really difficult. So I just wanted to first off encourage you in that you are so brave for doing this. There's a reason I think that you're watching this video, if you kind of fit into that question there. And even to the person who directly asked this question, I'm sorry that things are difficult right now, and I just wanted to remind you that your needs are so important, both as a single person and as well as somebody in a relationship. If somebody is not able to meet your needs, or maybe you're not even able to meet their needs or their expectations, that's okay, but they are so important for you, as much as a relationship is important for the other person, and you want to be selfless and you want to love them the best that you can, to the best of your ability. Your needs are still so important, and you are worthy, and you deserve a relationship. You truly deserve a relationship that is equal. You deserve a relationship where your needs are being met, where you're not in this constant anxiety or this constant state of sadness. And maybe there are good times, I'm sure there are good times as well, but you deserve a good, healthy relationship with somebody that loves you as much as you love them, and where it's a little bit more equal, and you're both able to meet each other's needs. And so that's kind of the first and foremost that you're gonna have to remember going into a breakup, because typically in my experience, either when you get broken up with, or you're the breakup-y, you're the one who's breaking up, we start to believe lies, or we start to question ourselves and wonder, well, was it really that bad, or things like that. And you just need to first and foremost remember that your needs are important, and that you are doing this for a reason. You are doing this for a reason, so remember why you're doing this. I always recommend that you consult with your friends. Let them know what's going on, keep them in the loop. Maybe they can give you advice as well, since they know you, maybe they know the other person. And when I broke up with somebody, we weren't actually officially dating, but we were super, super close to being official, and essentially emotionally we already were dating. And I had to break up with him, and I talked to like 5 or 6 different friends before I did it, to gain the courage to be able to break up with that person. And I was kind of running a little bit on adrenaline, and sometimes you have to be hyped up. You have to have your friends be your support system and cheerleaders, and be like, it's okay, you can do this. So I know that it's hard. I know it is so, so difficult, and I'm proud of you for doing this. I recommend that you do it in person if possible. I know that right now, with lockdown and social distancing, things are a little bit weird, so your breakup may look different. Stay safe, and if you can't do this in person, or whatever, do it as close as you're doing this, I'm just going to kind of walk you through all the steps here. You are going to want to stay firm. You want to be direct and say, hey, this is not working for me, but you also want to be gentle about it, because I'm sure you know that it's going to hurt regardless if you're the one breaking up with them or they're the one breaking up with you. Breakups suck. They hurt so bad, and just knowing that someone's going to be hurt and you're going to be hurt regardless of who's doing the breaking up. So just be gentle with that. Also, there's dogs barking in the back. I'm sorry for that. Be as gentle as you can, and avoid statements like you always do this or you never do this. Don't use this as a time to like belittle them or explain everything that's wrong with them or that you wish that they were, do differently. This is just a time to use kind of like I feel statements. So when you did this, it makes me feel like this. It makes me feel like I'm not cared about, or that my needs weren't important. Or it may just be as simple as like, I can't meet your needs and I don't believe that you're meeting my needs. And as much as I love you and I think you're a great person, however, this is just not a relationship that I want to continue. So be firm, be direct, but also be gentle. And there's a good chance, you're both probably going to be really emotional. There's a good chance that they're going to do whatever they can to keep you. This is something that I did, and I'm not proud of it, but also this is, something that happens where they'll say like, oh, well, if I had known this, or I promise that'll change, or it'll be different next time, just don't leave me. And they'll start kind of getting into your head a little bit, or even using guilt. That's not good. Don't be guilted. They'll be saying whatever they can, reaching out whatever they can to get you to stay. And so that's when you really have to remember you're doing this for a reason. Be firm and say, I don't want to hurt you. However, it's hurting me to be in this relationship, and value yourself enough and your worth and what you deserve. Value that enough to say, like, or just not actually maybe say this, but to think, okay, they're saying that they're going to change. They're saying it's going to be different. Maybe this will work. No, you're breaking up with them for a reason. Don't be guilted in to thinking that they'll change, because they're not going to change. 99% of the time, they're not going to change. They might change and be different for a little bit, but they're going to go right back into their old habits, their tactics, whatever it is. And so I encourage you to just stay firm in that. Also, because they're probably going to be really emotional about it, there's a good chance that they're going to lash out at you. If this happens, please, please, please do not lash out back. Do not, be like, well, you're this or you're that. It can be so easy, especially if they're attacking us, to want to attack back and to be defensive. You do not have to defend yourself, in the sense that you don't have anything to prove to them. What you feel is what you feel, and that is enough. You don't have to bite back if they bite first. A lot of times during breakups or those, difficult times, our character is revealed, and we say things that we don't mean when we're hurting. And honestly, during breakups, some of the things that were said to me while being broken up with lasted far beyond the damage that the relationship had over the course of our relationship. It actually was more hurtful. The things that they said while they were, hurting, while they were breaking up with me, that stuck with me, that required so much healing and just, combating and being like, this is a lie, this is not, there's no truth in this statement. I am not, this horrible person. They said that out of hurt. So it's really important to realize that their reaction is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is your reaction. So I'm going to repeat that again. Their reaction is not your responsibility. You are not a bad person. If they say that, if they're responding poorly and they're responding out of emotions and hurt, that is not your responsibility, so long as you are communicating with respect and you are communicating and you're telling them your needs, that it's not your fault that they're reacting this way. That is on them. That is their character. Their character oh, you just do this. After the breakup, really look at it as soon as you can and be like, is there truth in the statement? No, there's not. They were just hurting when they said that. So you don't start believing the lies and being like, well, maybe they're right. Maybe I am too emotional. Maybe I am too dramatic. Maybe this is my fault. It is not your fault, okay? If something's not working for you, it's not working. And you don't have to apologize for that, okay? You don't have to feel guilty that it's not working. Of course, you might feel guilty for breaking up with them, even if it's the right thing to do. The right thing to do oftentimes is the hardest thing to do, and that's something that you kind of just have to believe for yourself. And so, after you break up, if you have their sweatshirt or something, or they have things that you need to get back to them, or you need to give to them or something, do that as soon as possible, because the longer that you have their stuff that you need to return to them or something, the more that it's gonna like be in your mind. Like, you see this sweatshirt and you're like, oh, that reminds me of them, maybe I should get back together. Or even just reminding in general, you are trying to detox and move on, and it's hard when you love them or they love you. And so that's what I recommend, is really like getting their stuff back as soon as possible, because if you have their sweatshirt and you find it and you're like, oh wow, this smells like them, that is going to only hinder your progress and hinder your healing. And there's no timeline for healing. Doesn't matter how long you've been together. Sometimes the relationships you've only been in for a few months are more impactful than the ones you were in for years. And so, look at it, there's no timeline for healing. It's okay if you heal slower or faster than what you think. Grief is a process, and you're gonna go through anger, you're gonna go through guilt, you're gonna go through sadness, all of these things where it's okay. And so don't keep their stuff. Get rid of it as soon as possible. Ask what they want you to do with it. And do not stay in contact with them. I know a lot of times we want to be friends with our exes, and for some people that actually works. I don't really think it does personally, but especially right after the breakup, do not stay in contact with them. Let them know, look, I really need some space, and I would appreciate it if, unless it's an emergency, you don't reach out to me. And I'll do the same to you, because you need that space, you need that time away from them. It's like ripping off a band-aid. You just have to do it. You have to do it fast, and you're in a process of healing. And so the more time that you spend like in contact with them, asking, hey, are you okay, how are you doing, the more that it's going to hinder your ability to get over them and to heal yourself for yourself. So maybe you don't have to delete their number right away, but something that I always do is I change their name in my phone. So if there's an emoji, like a little heart emoji or something, take that emoji out. Don't even use their name. What I've done is I actually change my access name to You Deserve Better, so that every time their name pops up, if they do contact you or something, you're not like, this rush of endorphins, like, oh my gosh, they texted me, or even a source of anxiety. It will kind of be a reminder that, okay, you broke up with them for a reason, you deserve better. It's such a little tip, but honestly, it changed the way that I've been able to, break up. Hide their conversations if you're not ready to delete them yet. Hide them in your phone, archive them, put them, Messenger has a hide button where you can hide everything. And if you don't want to unfollow or block them or whatever, at least block their posts from you so you can't see what they post, and block them from yours if, they're still following you. Because something that I noticed that I do personally with social media is I'll post a really cute selfie of myself hoping that they see it, or I'll post something in my story that I hope they see, right? Like, I feel like a lot of people do that, and it just keeps them in your mind. It really does. And once you're broken up, you don't need that like tie. It just is one more loose end. So if you get to a place where in a couple months you are able to talk to them, sorry, my stomach's making noises, without it being awkward, or with it, being where you're like, okay, we can talk, you're gonna get there a lot faster. If you block them to begin with, or you don't follow them to begin with, or you don't check their profile, and that is so hard, but sometimes like you need an accountability buddy and say, hey, loose ends where you're focusing on them. I encourage you to stay busy. Stay busy doing positive things that are good for you. Communicate with your friends and your support systems. Really rely on this during this time. And if you want to start a YouTube channel, put some passion and pursuit in that. I would not recommend getting with anybody else or downloading Tinder or anything like that. Really focus on yourself in this time that you have to heal and to be around other people that love you, that care about you. So that's something that I would recommend. But at the same time, allow yourself that time to grieve. Allow yourself to wallow for a little bit and just reflect and be like, why did this not work out? Or, oh, I'm really hurt over this. Grief is a process, and if you deny yourself the ability to cry or to be sad, if you just try to distract yourself all the time, that's also not healthy. There needs to be a balance, and especially when you're first going through this first few days, really allow yourself to grieve and to go through the process. Scientists have actually done studies that when you break up with somebody, when you are withdrawing from a lover, it has the exact same effects on your brain as when somebody withdraws from cocaine. So love is a very powerful drug. It is not in your head, and ignoring it is not going to make it go away. It will just hinder that. So really allow yourself to grieve and go through the process. I wouldn't limit that to more than 3 days tops, and making sure that you're still being positive during that time. And you are going to be tempted to go back to that person, but if you detox as much as you can, you will take away that temptation as much as you can. I wanted to say that you are brave and you are strong, and you can do this. Just you have to stay reminding of yourself you are doing this for a reason. If you start feeling after a week after the breakup, wow, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I want to get together with them or something. I've actually had friends make a list of all the reasons that it's not working out, or all the reasons that I don't want to be with them. And I literally, as soon as I start feeling this way, I let them know and I say, hey, I'm struggling with this. And they will send me a list of everything of why it didn't work out, why I should not go back to them. So that's also an option. You do not have to do this by yourself. You are not alone. Use your support system. Reach out and do what you need to do for you. Don't do it for them. Do it because it's healthy for you. And know that you deserve to be in a relationship where you are happy. And I know how we look back in hindsight and we're like, was it really that bad? And maybe I was just being over dramatic about it. Maybe they've changed. Maybe this was a wake-up call for them. Maybe I can go back to them. Something that I like to do, and I don't remember where I heard this. If I remember it, I'll leave it in the description. It was in a video or a post or something. It was write down specific times that you felt that you were sad or you were anxious about the relationship, that were arguments, it just wasn't good. Physically write down how many days that week you had a good time with them, and how many times you actually had a horrible time that you were not happy, because it can be easy to just remember the good times. When our heart, we want them, we want to be back with them, even though we know it's not good for ourselves. Sometimes having a physical list of saying, oh wow, 5 out of those 7 days I actually had a horrible time, and this relationship was not meeting my needs, I was unhappy. Sometimes having that can help as well. Something that I like to do is, after a breakup, I like to make a physical list of the things that I want in a relationship, the things that are important to me, the values that I need them to value. I have a specific needs column versus wants versus deal breakers. And it really does help you to look back, and if you're starting to feel, oh, I really want to be with them right now, look at that list and see, do they meet this? And give yourself enough respect and honor to say, no, they do not meet this. This isn't a deal breaker list. This is on my needs list. That's so important to me that this person shares or is able to do. They did not meet that. As much as I love them, as much as I care about them, and I, wish them well, this is not something that you can build each other up. I want you guys to go through the comments, and if there's something that you see that resonates with you, comment on it and be like, I'm sorry you're going through this. We are a community and we are here for each other, and breakups are so difficult. No matter how long you've been together, I think that it is really difficult. And so my hope for you guys is that you can be encouraged in this, that you can have the courage and the bravery to do what you need to do for yourself, and to put yourself first for a minute and just evaluate, really truly evaluate. And typically deep down in your spirit if you should be with that person. If you're not happy, and sometimes we don't want to believe that, so we hide it deep down. But if you let yourself just listen for 5 minutes, deep down the fact that you're watching this video, if you're unsure, the fact that you're watching this video I think is a sign as well. And I wish you the best of luck. It's not going to be easy. It's just not. I wish I could tell you that it is, but it's not. But I think it's going to hurt you more to stay